Yo, what's up guys? This is Alpaca Jesus 837 and well, I'm pretty much here to show you whoopsie how to make a QR code, because you know the new flare thing going on, QR code flares. Yeah. So we're gonna be going on an adventure to find out how to make this. First of all, in order to create a QR code, you have to have PKHex. If you don't, you're not gonna be creating a QR code or a Pokemon in general. So I apologize for the lag of my computer. My computer's like some 1.5 megahertz, like 1.0 gigabytes of RAM garbage. So yeah, there's gonna be lag. So ignore that. And I promise you, I'm not trying to advertise the channel or anything. So I literally just made this Gmail account. See, look. Whoops. This Gmail. This Gmail account. Oh, yeah. To upload this on YouTube. So again, like I said, we're gonna have to get PKHex first. So let's go to projectpokemon.org. So you can just Google it, Project Pokemon, and you'll get all this cool stuff. So pretty much, it will have PKHex in the first 6 in these subsections of it. But if you really want to know how to get to it, just click the first link, then literally on this over here, right here, this yellow thing, just click on that, and you will be led to the page where PKHex is at. Now, they do have a tutorial video of their own right here, but I doubt it doesn't show you how to make QR codes or anything like that. It's really old, outdated. It's only because these guys, well, it's only because like people were requesting this. So here, I'm just gonna download it right now. It's an attached file. It's 1.89 megabytes, not that much. It's really small. And they did have a new update, so that's pretty cool. Let's click on this to download it. I assure you there's no viruses. I already have it downloaded on my computer. So pretty much we're gonna see it on our desktop, well, or your documents, wherever you put your downloaded stuff. And you gotta right click on this. See, I use 7-zip, but you can use WinRAR or anything, any zip file extractor, or you can even do it by Windows. So 7-zip, extract files, and we're gonna press OK. So we got our nice little folder here. We're gonna click it, and you see PKHex right over here. So we're just gonna move this to our desktop for convenience. X out of this. We don't need these anymore, so I'm gonna delete them. Now, I already have it here, but you can see I have it here too. But I'm just gonna use this just to show you I'm not tripping, yo. So, just gonna say starting at PKHex. It's gonna be laggy, obviously, because my computer is lag. So we're here. Now this is pretty much where you make the Pokemon. This is how you make it. I'm gonna go step by step, even the obvious ones like species and nickname. Gonna be step by step how to make this. So let's see what Pokemon we're gonna make. We're gonna make so you can choose all these Pokemon. Nice. Let's make nope, not gonna make that. Nope, not gonna make that either. God. Make a Zigzagoon. Alright. So what we're gonna be making is a Zigzagoon. Now when we make this Zigzagoon, we're gonna pretty much edit everything about it. Sorry, I just had some random bubble in my throat. So we've changed the species. Obviously, you just go right here. You can type it in. So I'm gonna type in Zigzagoon. You get Zigzagoon. And let's go on to tab 2 with nickname. So nickname, we're gonna name Goonigoon. And pretty much this is where you change the nickname of the Pokemon. Now you won't be able to actually get the nickname of the Pokemon if you don't click this check mark. But if you unclick it, it'll go back to Zigzagoon. So let's change it back, Goonigoon, and check mark it. So now our Zigzagoon is going to be called Goony Goon. See, watch. If I click this QR code button, I'll tell you all about it later. Now let's wait for it to load. Oops. Come on. Yeah. See right here? It says Goony Goon. And right now it has nothing on it. So we're going to edit that. Yeah, pretty much. If you want a QR code, scan this for a nice, good Zigzagoon with pickup level 1, hardy nature. So, my secret tips. So, if someone really requests Zigzagoon, this is what we're going to be doing. We're going to, and let's say we requested level 27. I don't know why they do that, but you can see right here in the level and experience that the experience changes once you change the level. So that experience would be, that's what this experience would be if it was level 27. So let's change it to level 50. This experience it would be if it was level 50 and 100. So let's make it 23 like we said. Well, I don't remember what I said. So 23. So now we have that. Now on to the next tab, which is nature. So nature is pretty much, if you don't know what a nature is, you probably should study up on it. Kind of what, sorry, yawn. It's kind of what Pokemon revolve around. Now you can check what the nature does by highlighting it. See, this is plus attack minus special attack. Like docile, nothing. And let's say I pick Jolly. Plus speed minus special attack. We're gonna make this a Jolly one. Jolly little fella, Jolly Goony Goon. So, yep, time for our next tab, which is the held item. Held item. This is where you pretty much give him whatever the heck you want. You give him this paralyze heal. You give him this peanut berry. Give him this poison bar. You can give him this Pokeball. You can give him like a Master Ball. So as you can see, all you have to do to really find the item quickly is type it up. So I want him to have an ability capsule. We're going to make him have an ability capsule. Now we go to friendship. This is pretty much where you'll be able to change the friendship of the Pokemon. See what he likes or not. If you really want to make a quick 255, which is the max, just click on friendship and it'll actually do it for you. So let's just, I guess we'll make him 0 because he hates us. No one wants a Zigzagoon anyway. Goony Goon's a piece of poop. Now let's go on to ability. Now ability, you can literally pick 3 in total unless it's a magic Pokemon with like 5 abilities. Usually it's going to be 3. So right now he has pickup as primary, gluttony as secondary, quick feet as hidden. We're going to go with gluttony because he's a fat Goony Goon. He eats a lot of berries because he's fat. Now you can pick hidden ability, but remember there's a bunch of Pokemon, some Pokemon that aren't able to get this hidden ability with that, except with an event like Tyrant, I believe, and Amara. Strong. It's not strong. Is it stronger? Sturdy. Tyrant has sturdy. He's only able to get that through an event. So you gotta watch out for that. So I'll explain this later on, after I explain all this stuff. So I'll explain how to make an event too after this. So pretty much language, onto language tab. You're gonna make it to your language. Let's say the person requests for German Zigzagoon named Goony Goon. You're gonna change this to whatever it is. So I'm just gonna make it English because I speak English and I don't see any reason why not to make it English. So now on to the next tab, which is egg infected and cured. When you checkmark is egg, you will have him as an egg, and when you do, it automatically nicknames the Pokemon egg. So obviously, unless you want to be like a hacker naming Goony Goon egg, don't. It's not going to work out for you. So we're not going to make him as an egg, and we're going to keep him as a nice Goony Goon. So as you can see, the nickname did get changed, so we're going to have to do that again. Check mark it. Now the next one is infected and cured. This is with Pokerus. So if you click infected, you have a bunch of options right here. I really don't know what these numbers mean at all. So don't judge me. I just haven't really looked these up. Now going on to the cured tab. This is pretty much where the Pokemon is cured, a Pokeperson is unable to spread the disease. Unable to spread Pokevirus. I'm gonna make him uncured just because I want him. Now country, subregion, and 3DS region. This is where you're able to change where. Well, you shouldn't really change this. This is the details of where you are located and where your game says you're located, and where your 3DS says you're located. So let's say I'm located in the United States. My subregion is California. Whoops. And my 3DS region is America. So you can choose a bunch of different states, and a bunch of different countries. Sorry, like the UK. You can choose to like England, North Ireland, Wales, but I'm not there, so I'm gonna go back to the United States. Go back to California, and we lit. So you're able to change the regions of your 3DS according to your country. So if you're residing in London, you're gonna go to Europe, EU and AU. But I'm in North America, so America. So then after this, I'm gonna explain this top part. So the main tab, like I'm just gonna emphasize, the main tab is the most important tab that you should ever like. This main tab, like, because you're not gonna have a Pokemon if you don't do this. So if you click this weird little star here, you will make the Pokemon a shiny Pokemon. So we're gonna be having the shiny Zigzagoon. It's very nice, very shiny. But if you don't want him shiny, you accidentally click that on accident. You gotta press re-roll, and then it'll roll a PID, Pokemon ID. Now, right here, where this gender sign is, if you click it, you'll be able to change the gender of the Pokemon. So I'm gonna make him a boy, a shiny boy. Only because I'm gonna show you what happens later on when it's shiny that you have to pay attention to. So after we're done with the Met tab, we're done explaining this. Yeah, but nice Zigzagoon, almost ready. He's almost ready to fight. So let's go on to Met tab. So right here, I'm highlighting the Origin Game tab. This is pretty much where you met Zigzagoon, what game you met him in. I obviously met him in in Omega Ruby, so gonna make. So this is default, by the way. This is the default. You don't really want to make it that. Obviously, it was not met in the link trade as an egg, because I'm going to change met location. So pretty much, what you have to do if you really want to make this look legit, I guess, and the requester doesn't specify met location, go to Cerebi, and then with Zigzagoon. Oh my god. Then you click Cerebi. Nice banner up here. And you check him out. Check out this nice little raccoon. Ugh. Sorry, I'm a bit tired. So, in Omega Ruby, you're able to find him in Route 101. So, let's go back to PKHex and change this to Route 101. So now he's looks legit. Alright, so balls. This is the most probably a bit complicated for most of people who don't understand like what balls can be put on a Pokemon from a certain game. So in Oros, if you met a Pokemon in Oros, none of the balls, like if you caught a Pokemon in Oros, like if you caught it, not bred it, if you caught it in Route 101, you will not be able to give it like a moon ball or a heavy ball, because those balls are only available in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, the Apricorn balls. Nor will you be able to give it a Cherish ball, because obviously, if you have a Cherish ball in your pack, you're obviously cheating. Excuse me. And Cherish ball is only for events, usually for events, actually always for events. So, and Safari ball, you're not gonna. The only way to actually have this Pokemon Safari ball is if you caught it in the Safari zone. So those balls are a no-no. So we're gonna make it a simple Ultra Ball. So this actually would make it look, unless the requester requests like if the requester requests a dream ball, there's going to be a special thing that you're going to have to do. But this is only if they do not specify really what ball they want in or where they were met. So the met level, obviously, in Route 101, you meet these at level 2, 3, or 4. So I'm going to make this met level at 2. So I met the Zigzagoon level 2, Route 101, caught it with an Ultra Ball, and Omega Ruby. Now let's check out the met date. So obviously the met date is not going to be in the 2000s because Oros came out like literally last year. So change that. So today it's April 10th, 10th, 2015. So you see that? And you can also use your own calendar and pick the date today. Do not click this unless you do an event. Fateful encounter, do not click it unless you're doing an event. So you're not going to have a fateful encounter with the Zigzagoon, right? It's just not going to happen. So you're just going to uncheck mark that. I'll show you how to create an event after I show you how to create an actual Pokemon. So this video may be a bit long. Don't worry, you can skip. I don't care, I don't mind. Now, I told you if they tell you that they don't specify what route or what my location that they want, then here's a way to actually make it so it looks legit. So you make it met as an egg. So the only locations they give you are these locations where you actually get eggs. So what we want to have in Oros, we're going to have the daycare helpers. They're the only one, they're like pretty much the only people you want to be met at. They're like one of the only people that give you eggs from a daycare in Oros. Now, this is where you meet the egg, and obviously, again, it's not going to be in the 2000s. Whoops. 4, 10, 2015. There we go. We have an egg met. Oh gosh. So tired, sorry. We have an egg met at daycare helpers. Now, in order to make this actually look legit and where it was hatched, most people hatch their eggs at the battle resort. So battle resort. Now that we have this battle resort, we are not going to be able to meet it at level 2 because it was met as an egg. So eggs are always met at level 1. If it's anywhere above level 1, it's not going to go through. So then, let's say they request some random ball, it's a dream ball, and see we have a hidden ability, so that is possible. So we go to this dream ball. This only works if it looks like it was bred. Alright? If it doesn't look like it's bred, then it's not going to be able to get a dream ball. And it's not going to be able to look legit. It's just going to be it's a ball combination that's not possible. Now this also works with apricot balls. So let's pick a love ball, or not love ball. Just go with heavy ball. Zigzagoon is available in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. So you are able to technically transfer the Zigzagoon that you caught with the heavy ball to Oros, and then transfer it over to your Oros, and then breed that, assuming that the Zigzagoon is a female. So technically this ball combination is possible if you go through all those steps, which you're pretty much not going to do. Which no one really does, but it's possible. So this ball combination is possible. So I'm going to make it have being a heavy ball. So now I hope that you understand this. Again, I'll explain the Fateful Encounter later, once I get done with this. Let's go on to the stats. This is where you pretty much mess with the EVs contest stats, which you really don't do. That's dumb, don't do it. So let's go on to HP. Pretty much this is where you can have a max of, if you don't know what IVs are, they can only go up to 31. So let's say I try to type in 99, it goes up to 31. That's the max you can have in each set. So let's make this a 6 IV Zigzagoon. Now EVs, depending on what EVs they request, so let's go on to like a very old one. So let's go on to next. Oh, no, 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 no. That's the event. Nope. Here we go. Golden down fund. So, pretty much, if they request some EVs, like some EVs right here, then you're going to use these EVs and transfer them over to the Pokemon. So, I guess, let's pretend this is the talent line. I'm going to put 248 EVs in HP. I'm going to put 252 EVs in special defense. And 8 speed. Now remember, the max EVs that a Pokemon can have is 510, so I can make this 10 and be alright. But the Pokemon will only gain 1 stat point if the EV is 4. So you see this? If I give it 4, it'll become 31. If I give it 8, it'll become 31. But EVs really only show like max EVs if they're level 100. So I'm gonna make this level 100. So now we're gonna make this 4. We're gonna make it 8. See how it keeps increasing by 1. See the that increased by 2. You get the point. Wait, no, that increased by. Never mind. Don't listen. So then you keep adding 4, and it will keep increasing by 1. But that's really only when it's level 100. That's when it's able to develop all its stats. So, for the sake of making this Zigzagoon as OP as possible, we will be putting a 252 in attack, 252 in special attack, and 4 in speed. Now, pretty much you're able to actually choose your hidden power from over here, so that's pretty convenient. And look, Psychic, hidden power fighting. Remember, this modifies IVs. Now, if you don't want to look it up, or if you want an optimal set for your IVs and EVs, you're going to pick hidden power ice. And it'll show you which one's more optimal for you. So I'm going to make this have hidden power dark, which is 31, 31, 31. Also, these buttons will randomize IVs, so you get some random IVs, and randomize EVs, so you get some random EVs. So you can literally just keep clicking this for as long as you want. So I'm just gonna keep it like this, some random IV, EV Pokemon. Okay, on to the moves. Probably the most, another crucial part of creating a Pokemon, because Pokemon with no moves is a dumb Pokemon. We don't want that. So here we are. Sorry, I'm just moving around a little bit. Okay. Zigzagoon, when you catch him at level 2, he's gonna have like moves like Tackle. Okay, I think I paused it here, and I apologize because I went on and I didn't really explain to you. Okay, so again, I'm gonna explain this all. I'm gonna unpause this, and I messed up. I'm sorry. I forgot the tab pauses the actual recording, so we're gonna start this all over. Well, this part. So bear with me. Okay, we are back. I apologize for me messing up there. So we're gonna go back to explaining attacks. I already did this, so I'll have an idea what I'm saying. So again, I'm pretty sure that you saw that I picked Tackle and Growl. No, you didn't see that. So pretty much, Zigzagoon is going to have moves such as Tackle and Growl when he's first caught. However, you kind of want to, if you really want to see the actual moves that he actually learns at level 23, then you're going to have to go to Cerebi. So again, all I did was just Google Zigzagoon on Cerebi, but you didn't see it because the video paused for some reason. So again, he's level 23, and at that level he's able to learn Covet and Below. But again, since he was breeded, because he was meant as an egg, he was breeded as an egg, we're actually able to give him access to egg moves. So that's kind of what you want to always do. Always make him meant as an egg if possible, because it actually gives you a wide range of things to do with it. So, whoops. So what you're gonna do here is, so as you saw before, I had a bunch of moves on it. So we're gonna give him Charm and Simple Beam, the most useless Zigzagoon ever. So these moves are pretty much egg moves. They're only available if his Met status is actually as an egg if you met him as an egg and you pretty much make it look like you hatched him. That's the only time you can have egg moves in it. If it's caught in the wild, then you're not gonna get egg moves, and it's gonna look really bad. And it's probably not gonna go through either. So since requesters usually request Pokemon that are really battle ready, and if they really want a battle ready Bidoof, or I mean battle ready Zigzagoon, probably gonna want to make the PP ups up to 3, because remember you're able to actually edit how many PP ups per move that you're able to put. So 1 of them, 2 of them, or 3. Just put 3, because most people, competitive players, actually want to use this hacked Pokemon. I don't judge, but you know, if you want to use them, then they're gonna want to have max PP ups to use. Now, you can actually edit the PP that they have, but don't do that. Don't actually make it 99 or something like that. That's just ridiculous. It's not gonna pass through, and it's not gonna seem legit. And I'm pretty sure the requester is gonna get mad at you. Now I'm gonna go on to relearn moves. So relearn moves is pretty much egg moves, what it's able to pass down after breeding. So now we know that Charm and Simple Beam are actually egg moves. So in order to actually have these passed down from the parent to the babies, we're gonna have to put them down here. So Charm and Simple Beam. Since I put them here, they are able to actually have these egg moves, and if this Zigzagoon is breeded after it's generated, it's able to pass down these moves from the actual Pokemon to the Pokemon to the babies it makes, or to the eggs. So you're always gonna have a Zigzagoon with Charm or Simple Beam. Now remember, this is only if this Pokemon was meant as an egg. So you can't catch a Pokemon with egg moves. Well, with Charm and Simple Beam learned, or these egg moves learned in the wild. There's sometimes where you can actually catch Pokemon with egg moves, but that's a different story. In Zigzagoon's case, you can't. So also, when creating an event or legendary, do not give them relearn moves, because you're not gonna. These events do not come with relearn moves. Nor do legendaries. Legendaries do not come with relearn moves, because you cannot breed a legendary. So when you are looking at a requester, pretty much trying to find out what they're requesting, be sure to check their moves, whether they're legal or not. Just do a quick search on Cerebi, put Control F or Command F to find the actual move. Let's say Hyper Beam. Obviously, if you can't find it on the Cerebi page and learn move, it's not legal, and so you're gonna have to tell the requester in the post that you have an illegal move and I'm unable to put this on Zigzagoon or will not be able to trade. So that's only if you see it as an illegal and you cannot find it anywhere. And also if the requester does not specify a location, or specifies the location as, like, let's say Route 101 where Zigzagoon's original catch, any attempts to ask for egg moves, just again post saying that you have requested like some sort of legal move, and say like, is it okay if I change the met location to daycare helpers as egg, and hatch at Battle Resort? And they're probably gonna say yes because they kind of want their Pokemon. So don't worry about them. They're not gonna be mean to you if you do that. Most of them are understanding. And also make sure that the Pokemon, like, there's certain Pokemon that can only get moves as events, like Chansey. You can only get Wish Chansey through an event and nowhere else. So if they request a Pokemon like a Chansey with their OT and stuff like that, well, I don't believe that Chansey is able to be shiny or able to have your OT or anything like that. It's gonna have to only have Wish, and it won't have a Pentagon, which is right here. I'll explain that later. But there's certain moves that can only be obtained through an event. So be careful of that, and when you see it, you just have to tell them that this move is only available through an event, and that I cannot create a QR code unless I make an event. And you say, like, either you give them a choice: do you want the move Wish, or do you want me to change it? Do you not want the move Wish, or do you want me to change your Pokemon to an event? They're probably gonna say change it to an event because they want the Wish. Now, on to relearn moves. Relearn moves, again, egg moves, you have to check. you have to like recognize which of these are relearn moves, which of these are egg moves, pretty much. So again, with quick Siri research, I'm gonna Control F or Command F if you have a Mac for charm. Whoops, charm, and I see that it is an egg move, and then I'm able to actually put him in relearn move. So let's say they don't specify that they want an egg move, and they give him Mud Slap. They give him Mud Slap, which is over here, and they don't tell you to make it an egg move. You want to make it an egg move to make it look legit, because they probably want it as an egg move. They probably want to breed it with Mud Slap if they want a Zigzagoon. So make sure to actually touch upon that, recognize whether Simple Beam or Charm's an egg move. So look it up on Cerebi. Again, I'm kind of making it a bit harder than it seems like, but you kind of just have to know this if you want to create the perfect Pokemon for the genre. So I hope this covers everything on attacks, and I hope you're not confused. Again, I'm sorry for the long video, but it's going to be longer. I'm sorry. Now, you saw once I paused my video that this was actually changed, and that, whoops, this was actually changed, and that actually had that TIDs in it. There are pretty much certain, I have to explain some certain things. So pretty much when you change the TID to anything really, then it's going to become unshiny because it does not recognize the trainer ID, and you pretty much have to create a new Pokemon ID for that trainer ID and make it shiny. Now, since I already put in now if I put in my actual trainer ID, it's going to change. It's not going to recognize it again, and I'm going to have to make it shiny again. So you see that, right? So whenever you change the TID, SID, or OT, it's TI and SID. TID and SID, that's when it's going to change it from shiny. So let's give it my SID for 1108, and again, it's not going to be shiny, so you're going to have to press shiny again. So pretty much, if requesters actually put a legit TID and SID and OT, just remember that you're gonna have to make it shiny again, or else if you forget, it's not gonna become a QR code that's shiny. Now, if you change the OT, it's not gonna change whether it's shiny, so it's still shiny. So again, you just have to remember that. So it's like I messed up on that a lot before. Now, latest not OT handler, who was the latest person that had this. Pretty much the latest person, let's say his name was Dan. If his name's Dan, then the person, I'm not going to be able to nickname this Pokemon. Like, not at all. Because it was owned by someone else already, and you're not going to be able to give it to them. So, if a person requests, like, has a Pokemon, like, puts their specific TID, SID, and OT, leave this blank. Because they're probably going to want to nickname their Pokemon later. See, they're probably going to request a nickname if they want it, but if they really want to change their nickname later on, change their mind, they're going to be able to change the nickname if they actually request a certain TID or SID. So, on to extra bytes. Do not mess with this. I don't know what's up with this. I really don't know what to do with this. Unless someone can explain it, don't mess with it. It's worked, like I haven't messed with it before, and it's worked perfectly. Now on to markings. Again, I told you to talk about the pentagons. This blue thing at the top corner right here. This blue thing right here. See I'm shaking it? This blue thing, this is pretty much whether it's California or whether it's able to be used in Battle Spot. So if I change, seeing that it's born in Oros or X and Y, it's going to have that. But if I change it to like Soul Silver, which I kind of don't want to right now because it's going to change my Met location and everything, then this pentagon's going to go away. And then if I make it unshiny, the shiny thing's going to go, the shiny icon's going to go away. So also the markings, this is really to mark IVs. So let's look back to our stats. Since we have a special IV and special attack and special defense, we're just going to mark only those two. Now onto ribbons and medals. Unless you're creating an event, try to avoid putting medals because it's going to mess it up. You don't want any of these. So there's a give all and a remove all button. Just don't mess with medals when you're creating a Pokemon, because it's not going to pass through. You're probably going to mess up and do it. Going on to memories and a me. Do not mess with this. There's no point in doing this. Like, there's really no point, so just don't. Whoops. And encryption constant, I don't know what that is. Just leave it blank. It's fine. So now we actually have a Pokemon created. Look at this nice zigzagoon. So pretty much when you want to actually generate the QR code, there is a QR button with an exclamation mark right on the top. Just click it. Click it and your QR code would appear. Now you're probably wondering, like, how do I share this with everyone? How do I put this in a link? I'll show you how. Go to, just click on it. It says copy QR image to clipboard. Press yes. Go to usually the image hosting site. I go to Imgur. Go to Imgur, and you're gonna upload. Actually, try to upload this. Now, for some reason, it signed me out, but this is a good time to show you how to do it. So, either if you don't have an account, don't worry about it. Just create an account. It's really easy. It's free, so it's not that bad. So I'm going to sign in. It should have my package uses, and there we go. Sign in. That's the only way you're going to be able to upload images. So now click on this nice thing over here. Now you don't have it saved onto your computer, so what you want to do is Control V or paste it from your clipboard. So Command V, Control V, whatever you have, and then you'll see your QR code right over here. So you're gonna start your upload, and pretty much it gives you a link right here. But this is not the link you want to use, because when you go right here, you're gonna get this same image, and it's really hard to scan a QR code with this background. Oh, it's still loading. Wow. So what the image you want to have is this, the direct link email and IM image. So you just copy and paste this. So either right click on it, right click on it, copy, or press Control C or Command C, and then watch, check it out. If you copy and paste it over here, either right click paste or Command V or Control V, you get this. This QR code is way easier to scan because it has an actual white background, and it'll be able to scan easier. So there you go. Pretty much, if you're gonna make a post over here, let's go back to the newest ones. Just go like right here. Waiting. And then go like that. That's gonna be your link. That's what they're gonna see. I'm not gonna do this because he might actually think it's the QR code. So we're gonna go to PKHex, and now if you want to put the file onto the actual thing, I'm gonna show you how to do that right now. So you go save as, and it should load up a save as portion. Look at this, how nice. Save it on. I'm gonna save it on my desktop. You can save whatever you want. Make sure you're able to find it. So you see your nice file over here, Goony Goon. Nice. So you want to go to a file hosting website. So I go to Zippyshare, just cause that's the only one I know. You go to like Dropbox or anything like that, but I go to Zippyshare. I don't care. So what I do is I browse for it. It's gonna be on my desktop. So see this right here. Get that. And you start the upload. Then you see this link. This is the download link. So you're going to want to copy this link, paste it here, and when you see it, it's going to be an actual download. So you want to press this download button. Those are all fake. Download it. See, it's downloading for you. It's obviously going to play an ad, but you need to make money somehow. So you see the download link. Again, I have another Goony Goon right here. And pretty much you just copy and paste that button. Copy and paste that to here and there. They'll be able to download the file and manipulate it if you got something wrong. So that's it. That's how you generate a Pokemon. That's how you do it. I'm sorry for the long video. I know it was long, and I'm pretty sure you probably lost your patience with me. But now you know how to do it. I'm gonna make an event one. It should be. I'll put them both under each other. So, but because you don't want to listen to me more, you don't want to watch this over again. I'm going to actually stop the video now. So this is Alpaca Jesus 837 signing out, and get hype for those QR code flares.